name is Kirsty and this is Judah Gare with Kirsty. You probably clicked this video because you have really bad hamstring flexibility, so you've come to the right place. I am going to go over all things hamstrings. We're going to do hamstring flexibility, a bit of hamstring strength as well, because that can sometimes cause your hamstrings not to be flexible just because of the strength. So trying to cover all aspects of the hamstring. Being a fighter and having pretty weak, unflexible hamstrings can affect your performance. So this video is going to help your performance doing throws like OUTTRO, coming for any high kind of kick is going to be using your hamstring. So continue watching if you want to improve your hamstring flexibility with this little sequence that's going to be about 10 to 15 minutes long. So we're going to start off with some dynamic kicks. Here you're just going to bring your foot to your hand, and then you can do it just on the spot, or you can do it walking. If you've got enough room, you can walk it back and forth. But we're just gonna do 5 on each side. So just trying to get that leg as high as you can. Obviously this is a warm-up, so even if your leg just comes about halfway from 90 degrees, that's fine. So just doing 10 on each leg to start with. So it's just gonna warm the hamstring up a little bit and get it ready for the session ahead. So once you've done 10 of them, now from there you're going to have one leg straight, one leg bent, and you're just going to bring your hands down, sweep the floor, and then bring them up. One of the really important key things to do when you're in this position is a lot of people tend to round their back like this, which actually takes it away from your hamstring. So what I want you to do to start with is just push your hips out, so you're kind of sticking your bum, you're keeping your back nice and flat, and then you're coming down. So that's going to really put it into the hamstring. So rather than rounding your back like this, you're not going to get any hamstring there. So hips are a really important factor when working the hamstring. So keep your hips out and then sweep. Then change leg. So your one leg is straight, your one leg is bent, and then we're just sweeping our hands on the floor and then bringing it up over our head. So you can do an arm circle as well if you like, or you can just sweep the floor and then bring it back. So we're going to do, again, 10 of these. So when you're here, you want to really push your hips back, and the leg that's straight, that's where you're feeling it. So that's where you're feeling the stretch in your hamstring. So sweep and then swap legs. So leg straight, one leg bent, and you can bring your toes to the ceiling. And we're just going to do this 10 reps. That's it, keeping it nice and dynamic for now. Once you've done 10, stop. The same principle as the second exercise we did. So your hips come back, soft knee, hips come back, feel a nice stretch in your hamstring, and then you're just going to forward fold over your legs. So it doesn't matter about locking your legs like here, keeping a soft knee is going to keep it in your hamstring. So from here, if you are flexible enough, you can bring your hands underneath your feet. If not, no worries. You can just keep them either on your shins like this, or you can just hold your elbows side to side. So just gonna, if you've got your elbows, you can just move side to side. And then when you do this, I want you to bend one leg, straighten the other. So just let your arms relax, and then you're just bending one leg, straightening the other leg. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can bring your hand underneath your feet, and then it will look a bit like this. So from here, we're going to do this about 10 times. So 5 on each side, one leg bent, one leg straight, keeping your body just over the top of your thighs. Let your belly just rest on your thighs. That's it. So once you've done 10, you're going to relax, bend your knees, let your head relax, and then you're just going to slowly come up and shake your legs out. Now we're going to move on to the strength aspect of our hamstrings and working more with the flexibility. So the first phase is quite dynamic. Now we're taking it back and we're going to bring it down a notch, but work on the strength and flexibility. So we're going to start in a half split position. So half split position looks a bit like this. So what I want you to do from here is just loosen up again, a bit more dynamic, just to start with, just do 5 back and 4 like this. Hips come forward, hips come back, or you can look like a bit like this. Once you've done 5, we're just going to hold the half split position. So half split position is going to look like this. We're going to hold this position for around 45 seconds, starting from now. And then I'm going to talk you through the strength aspect of the hamstring. So holding it for 45 seconds. From here you can have your hands on the floor. If you do have blocks, blocks are great for keeping your chest up a little bit. But if not, you can hold it here, here. Try not to put any pressure on your knee joint. But yeah, maybe here if you find it really quite hard, stay nice and upright. For me, I like to have it down on the floor. So once we've held this for 45 seconds, we're going to come into a thing called PAILS and rails. So PAILS and rails is going to be the strengthening aspect of the hamstring, which is really important if you want to improve your hamstrings that little bit more. I find that you get to a stage of flexibility where you just can't get any more. PAILS and rails is that technique which will get you that little bit more. So that's 45 seconds from here, so PAILS and rails. So we're going to work the PAILS first. So PAILS is when you push down for 20 seconds, creating force in your hamstring, which is going to strengthen. So you're going to push your heel down to the floor. You feel your hamstring fire up. We're going to hold that for 20 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and now we're going to work the opposite direction, so the rails, the regression. So here, lift your leg up, and we're going to hold this for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then relax. So if you're new to that, 1 set is fine. If you got at that stage of flexibility where it's just you want to improve that a little bit more, but you've done a lot of work already, then I would say doing maybe 2 or 3 sets is going to be great for you. So we're going to swap legs now. So we're even both sides. So I'll stay this side. So left leg forwards, leg straight. We're going to hold it for 45 seconds again. So holding it there. You can bring your toe up or down. Just stretches a slightly different part of your calf and quad, calf and shin bone. So we're just going to hold this, same thing, 45 seconds. Remember to breathe, deep breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. Keep it there. If you start to shake, that is completely normal. Do not worry about it. Okay, we're going to hold it for another 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to start the PAILS and rails. So pushing your heel down to the floor, creating force in that hamstring. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then coming up into the rails and lifting your leg up off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and relax and just shake your legs off. We're just going to do one more hamstring flexibility exercise. So not quite an easy one now, just working on that passive stretch. So we're just going to bring our feet out in front, just like this. Nice upright position to start with. Again, coming from the hips, really important that we don't just round over like this. So push your hips out. You're going to keep that position until you're at that point where you can't go anymore. And then you're just going to let your hands relax on your legs, if it's at your toes, if it's just on the floor. And we're going to hold this just for 1 minute. So here, again, you don't need to lock your legs out in this position. You can keep a soft knee, because the whole point of doing this is hitting our hamstrings. So keeping our knees soft, you're still gonna get that nice stretch even better, okay? So keep that nice flat back and then lean into it. So let's hold this for 1 minute. Remember to breathe. Deep breath through your nose and out through your nose. What I like to do when I'm in this position as well is take a deep inhale and I just straighten my back a little bit more, and then on the exhale I just go that little bit further. If you're really flexible, maybe you can take hold of your hands like this. If you're not, then keeping them on your knees, that's completely fine. So let's hold it for another 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then shake it off. And that is the end of the hamstring routine. And there we have it, our hamstring flexibility. So today I went over some dynamic hamstring stretches. I did PAILS and rails, which is going to help strengthen that hamstring and also increase the flexibility. And then we finished off with a passive hamstring stretch. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you found this video beneficial, please, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, share the love, get it out there, get Judah out there. If you want any more videos like this, please comment below. I'm happy to do any kind of follow along that's going to help you fighters increase your flexibility and mobility. Thank you again for watching. Mwah!